So I'm gonna get into matchups with him right now. Um, he's approaching 36 in September.
That's
He's
young.
fine. What was that?
I stopped fighting at 46, but go ahead.
Right, right, right. And he takes
That's
care of his
young. He can do
body.
it. He can
Yeah,
do it. He didn't kill his body. He ain't been fighting a lot. He's been, recently, so he's doing good. He's perfect.
but he's finally getting his just dues from the boxing world. That he is who he say he is.
Exactly.
Um, um, it took this long for that. People are trying to compare careers of him and Floyd already.
Right.
Um, you know, we'll go into the first topic. Guys that make sense for him right now. In the fight, second knockdown, he's on the ropes. He gives him an uppercut, goes to the neutral corner, looks straight at Jermell Charlo, and
Mm,
says, "You're up next," like how Durant did to Benitez back in the days. You know what I'm saying?
mm, mm.
Um, that matchup right there. Terence Crawford and Jermell Charlo. I think last time I talked to you, you're pretty cool with the Charlos. You've been around them a lot, right?
Yeah, they were at my camp. Well, not they. Only was it Jamel or Jamal? I think
The
Jamal, the,
youngest.
the, the biggest one.
Okay, Maul. Okay.
So
So
Jamal, when he was in my camp for three camps, I had him. Uh, I was sparring with him all the time. You can see they fight a little different.
correct,
You know
correct.
what I'm saying? And then him being in my camp, he's probably more aggressive than Jamel.
R-
Jamel's more the boxer, like really sharp. He's more like I'm trying to get you out of there.
Yep,
The
exactly.
mentality is different. It's been
Correct, correct.
hanging around me in my camp. That's what happened. Hanging around
So
me, it's rubbed off on him. But go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, that does it happens. It happens.
It
So
happens.
what do you think about that matchup with Terrence Crawford and Jamel Charlo?
I think it's an interesting match. Jamel's going to be the bigger fighter, but Jamel doesn't doesn't seem like he punches with that type of intensity, but he does. He's going to have power to Jamal. I mean, not to Jamal, to Terence Crawford. Terence have, I believe, probably more tools in the shed.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Definitely got the speed and the footwork.
he, he has speed footwork, but I think that it's going to get into a battle where they're going to it's who's the toughest. Like you're the little guy coming up to my weight class. I'm bigger than you, and he's like, well, I don't care. I'm strong. I can you know deadlift 500 pounds and do this, that, whatever. I'm just as strong as you. That was my thinking. I'm like the Terence Crawford. Um, so man, I I lean towards Terence Crawford because I think he's gonna probably catch one of these funny right uppercuts or left hands or whatever. But at the same time, I can see him trying something, and I can see Jamel throwing a 1-2 right out in the pipe, boom, boom, and catch him putting on the seat of his pants
Mm-hmm.
because he gets a little. I don't know if it's cocky or if he's like get a little macho instead of being more cautious. So he might not be as cautious and run into something maybe. Um, but I still kind of give the edge to Crawford. But I can't see Jamel, doing something like touching him with some shots.
You think that would be more of a competitive fight than what just happened with Spence and Crawford?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm.
I think that if Spence went to 54, it'd be a more competitive fight.
Okay. Okay. So you're really high on Spence being at 54 and having a better performance.
Right? He can't fight 47 no more. Yeah, he can even go to 160 and fight.
Yeah. Mayweather made a comment saying that he should be fighting at 60 or 68.
He could fight. I don't know 68. He has to fill into that, but 60 would probably be a good weight. 54 would be kind of little, but it'll be he should be sharper at 54 because you got to work for it just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
47 is just too much
Right.
for him.
Um. Yeah. 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 Absolutely. Now, even Crawford said, that he would fight. a former opponent that you fought, Canelo Alvarez.
Right.
You know, talk to me about that matchup. This is going to be at 68. He wants the winner of Jermell and Canelo at 68. Is he biting a little too much than he can chew, or you believe skills pay the bills and he can accomplish that
Well,
win?
both of them got skills.
Super skills, both of them. Yes,
Both of them got skills. So the skills not gonna pay the bills on this one. It's
right.
gonna be, you know, like I said, I'm just like Terence Crawford. I believe I'm strong as hell. Even right now, I'm strong. Crawford's strong. He's like, I can fight any of these guys. He probably can. A lot of these guys. Um, but when you get with somebody that has skills just like you do, IQ just like you do, but 2 weight classes bigger than you, maybe three, that's a lot. It's kind of like, I was bring the equation to me fighting Winky Wright. Winky was, I wasn't a 54 pounder, but
Yeah,
I'm
he was
like,
big.
I was a 47 pounder fighting at 54. I was like, I'll fight all y'all because I believe I'm the best. I was, like I said, I'm like the Terence Crawford mentality.
Hmm.
So I just think that, yeah, I mean, it could be it could be pretty competitive. It could be fun, but at the end of the day, I think that the size difference is going to be the factor. Because Canelo's fast too. Canelo can move. Canelo knows how to counter really good. Knows how to fight southpaws good. All right-handers. You
So
know,
yeah, so experienced.
he's got so much experience from fighting pro probably when he was like 15 years old.
He's
So
actually younger than Terrence.
he's
By
actually younger than Terrence.
He's younger than Terrence by 2 years.
Actually younger than Terrence. That's crazy. So, um, yeah, man. I think it'll be an interesting fight, and I'll definitely want to watch it and see what Terrence can do and what Canelo's going to do. It's a great fight to watch. This is this is what we want. We want fighters to be like, listen, I'll come up and fight you, or I'll fight you, you, and you. Not yeah, I'm gonna give you, I'll fight you, but you take 25, and I'm gonna take 75 or 85, whatever it was, 75. No, come
Yeah,
on,
this
man.
is this is what you're traditionally used to, where 'cause you're cut from a different cloth. So, like, do you think that's the biggest fight in boxing?
Which
Terrence
one?
Crawford and Canelo Alvarez?
I wouldn't say that's the biggest fight in boxing. Maybe it's a big fight. I don't know if but it could be the biggest. Yeah, I mean, it's not. It won't be like what's the fight I'm thinking of, like a Haney or and King Davis or something. They're more the same size. You want to see, like who's going to win about in the same weight class. This is
Mm,
kind of like I wouldn't say experiment fight, but more of an experiment. Like, okay, what could he do if he go to 168?
I
You
like
know?
that you said that. Nobody really broke that down, an experiment fight, because that's
Yeah,
exactly what that is.
yeah, it's an experiment. Okay, what could he do? And Terrence is ready to go for the challenge, which is great.
Mm.
That's what we
See,
need. That's what we want.